get started. Where are you on the fun meter? And what's it going to take to bump it up? Guess what? I was talking to Sarah, and she has some fun things this weekend. So there are opportunities to bump up your fun this weekend, and I cannot wait to tell you about it. So we're having so much fun now. We're going to have some lunch after this, and it's been just such a wonderful opportunity to get to know you more and to find out more about what you're doing. You told me you haven't even been here a year, and it feels like it has been like years. And it's just we are so grateful to have you here in the community. Sarah is the pastor at the Episcopal Church, and so your goal was to make the church what was it? Groovy?
The hippiest church.
The hippiest church. And there's drum circles there. We have a new moon circle there. There's jazz music there. I have never been to a church, and there's tech classes there.
Yes.
So that is the hopping place inside. And you also do some spiritual awakenings opportunities to let people dive in and explore more there. So we're going to just dig in and find out all about all of those things.
Okay. Well, I'm very grateful to be able to be here. I think that being able to be with you for Fun Friday is just the best. I wanted to be able to kind of maybe even start with just a little bit of Celtic writing. This is from a book called Consolations by David White. And it talks about gratitude. And I know that you do all your workshops with the idea.
The gratitude. Yes. Thank you we always start everything with gratitude. So that is so.
There you go.
There you go. Okay, we're having a moment. Don't mind us.
So David White says, gratitude is the understanding that many millions of things come together and live together and mesh together and breathe together in order for us to take even one more breath of air.
Wow.
That the underlying gift of life and incarnation as a living, participating human being is a privilege, and that we are miraculously part of something rather than nothing.
That is beautiful.
Wouldn't it be good? I'm so grateful that he said it.
What I think I might do is take a picture of that and put it in the comments, because that sometimes if you're searching for something to be grateful for,
I'd be happy to do that.
I will do that, because that is sometimes we make it bigger than it has to be. And the fact that we are here breathing on this beautiful earth is so much gratitude, and it's a miracle, actually.
Yes, it is. And I think that one of the things that my work is all about is that we are miraculously a part of something rather than nothing. I'm so grateful to be a spiritual director. I'm so grateful to be able to be involved with Celtic spirituality.
Can you elaborate? What is Celtic spirituality?
So it's the idea of thinking in terms of God or the idea of creation. It is the interconnection between God and creation. And it's trying to be able to see God in all things, in being able to do that. And then an awakening, an awareness, walking with that, so that we have an appreciation, right, of everything around us and being a part of that.
Especially living here, I honestly don't know how it's possible for anyone to walk anywhere and not see that is so obvious, and to feel that connection.
And I think people do. They don't always know how to say that. They know that they're drawn to the ocean. They know that they're drawn to nature.
They might not know why.
But they don't know why, right? And part of my work is kind of putting some of those connections together. So it's a little bit of an erroneous title as far as a spiritual director, because I'm not directing anything. I'm really trying to be able to draw them to be able to make those connections, to invite them to be able to see it for themselves. And to be able to say, so what does that mean for you in your life right now? And coming from the part that you are part of something. You are part of something. However chaotic your life feels right now, you are still part of a bigger picture. And how can we bring that invitation closer so that we're more aligned with that. We're having a better sense of feeling like we're in the rhythm of living with that.
And that is something that I don't see. And when you were telling me about that, that is just something that is so needed. And there's so many different things out there, but just a place to go and be seen and heard, and just try to make sense of all of those things that are in our mind, and there's so many mixed messages out there. And it's like, okay, what is going on, and how do I make sense of all of it?
Yeah.
And that's
I think one of the things, you and I were talking about the idea of, you think about in a week, right? All the things that you do, where have you been really seen? Where have you been really heard? Where have you felt like somebody really gets me or has that sense of my well-being and is just holding that space without judgment for me to process, for me to try to be able to kind of get my own equilibrium, to be able to try to find meaning and purpose, finding a sense of stability, right? All of those things. And that's part of what spiritual direction holds. It's a rootedness. It's trying to be able to hold a rootedness in the space that you are deeply loved and deeply known.
And it's hard to function when you don't have that.
Absolutely.
It is really difficult. Right. And just knowing that's possible to get it's just, I'm so grateful that you're here for that. We're going to put your information in the comments, because I bet there are some people out there who really resonated with that, who could, or someone that if you hear people talking about, if you are talking with someone or meeting with someone where you sense that there's that missing piece or someone searching, please share Sarah's information. It's so wonderful.
I'm very grateful to do that. Very much. I thought that the idea of, if you need a linear definition or something, it's about accompanying people, right? On a journey. Now, it can be a journey in many different ways of however you name that. We hold the space with that idea of spirit. We hold that space with the idea of something of the goodness of love, but you can name that any way you want and try to be able to enter into that space.
It's funny with the naming, because part of it, I struggle with the name, but it's only because it's so big that it seems too big to even name, because it's everything.
I agree.
And it's like, how can I put a name on something so expansive? There are certain things where it's too big for words, and it's just all of it. And it's, so I have struggled with it.
I think that's really true. And in some ways we need to try to be able to put it into some sort of relationship. Either a relationship with nature or with a divinity or with some sort of a sacredness, because it helps us be grounded in some sort of a personalization. So, and sometimes again, also naming is part of what is entrapping us.
Exactly.
Right? Exactly. Because some of those names don't work for us anymore.
Or it could trigger us.
Exactly. That can be released and relinquished as well. Yeah.
So powerful.
Very much. Anyway, so it's that sense of exploring that, and it's allowing that safety to explore that, to be able to say it in any way you want, in a deeper level. It's also the idea of knowing that silence and just sitting in silence helps us to be able to listen to that inner landscape. What really is going on within us? And where am I connected? And where is there a sense of being unsettled? What's that trying to say? What's that trying to speak? There's no fix. There's no answer necessarily.
Well, it's inside, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You help them find it within them.
Yes. Yeah.
And when you said about silence, that's so important, because if we're talking all the time, it's when we can slow it down, there's probably a lot that's trying to be said to us that we completely bypass, and we are. Silence is just so wonderful and amazing and beautiful. So it's good that you use that in your teachings and in your tools. It's
very much. Yeah. So often, I'll meet with somebody and we'll take a few minutes of just silence. Let's just settle in. Let's just be together. And let's just see what that is, right? And being able to just let that, everything, all the stuff, we can't help it. It's the water we swim in, right? But we're just trying to be able to give this moment now, just letting all of that go, and then just trying to be in that. Just trying to be. No doing, being.
and for so many people, just having that space in a day.
Yes, absolutely.
That is a gift right there. When
I
just going, mentally, physically, emotionally, and just.
Yes, exactly. And that permission, you know, that sense of just, okay, you're just allowed to be here, and let's just see what that is, and to explore things maybe that we don't even talk about on a regular basis. Or, you know, it's a wonderful thing in the wellness community, actually, because we do talk about these things. And we encourage one another, and we try these things out, and we experiment with each other, and we say, okay, let's try to learn from each other. What other modalities can we do for our well-being, right? Yeah. But not everybody does that. No. And that's part of why I think that the wellness community is so important, very much.
Well, I'm just so grateful that you're a part of it. It's
Thank you.
It's so wonderful.
It's my privilege, very much.
Now, what else do you have happening? You have some stuff this weekend.
Well, we do. We have Bruce Thomas Smith coming. So one of the things that we're doing is that we're doing a concert series once a month, and we're doing what we call Sundays at 3. Mm-hmm. And it's this lovely little sweet spot between 3 and about 4:30, and we bring in live music. And in our little sanctuary, it's a lovely kind of a...
What's the address?
So 503 North Holiday Drive.
In Seaside. And we're gonna put a link to it too. But if you're listening now and you're thinking about what you want to be doing this Sunday and you want to write it down in your calendar,
that is Sundays at 3, absolutely. And what we do is that we have just we create a little bit of a music club, really. And it really kind of lends itself to being able to be a wonderful live experience. It's free, and being able to do that. And then we have kind of a break, and we offer refreshments and a little bit of some food, and being able to do that and get to know each other and be with each other. And then we try to be able to come back for a second session. Yeah. So Bruce Thomas Smith and a gentleman named Steve Malkowski, I believe is his last name, and they'll be playing this Sunday. Excellent. Yes, yeah, thanks.
And then you have a drum circle?
I have a drum circle. Well, now Angela Sidlow really is the one who has the drum circle.
But you're
I'm hosting. I'm facilitating it for her during the winter. Do I drum? Yes, I drum. Oh yeah, I drum. I love drumming.
Isn't it fun?
Yes, yeah. It's wonderful. And you know, the thing about drumming is the idea that when you can be able to just like hold a drum and just, you know, be beating, you know, just tapping on it.
You don't have to know any notes.
You don't have to know anything.
I love it. Right? I have my drum over there.
There you go.
I cannot read music, and when I was in community college, I wanted to take piano lessons when I was a kid. That did not happen. Oh. And when I was in school to be a teacher, we had to learn how to play the recorder.
Oh boy.
Oh, we're not going to talk about. I was like, moving the fingers and blowing and looking. It was.
I love that.
That was as far as I got, and I think I passed that class. I'm like, okay, I put my daughter in music classes when she was young, so she didn't have to be embarrassed in college trying to play the recorder.
That's so
I
funny.
spared her.
But drumming is no notes.
I know,
and
I love
even
it.
if you show up. So we drum once a month, the first Friday of the month at the church at 7 o'clock. And you can just show up and be there. And there's something about the idea of just the vibration and the idea of whatever that is that's being sent out.
To me, it does like a heartbeat. It does.
Yeah.
That's what heartbeat of Mother Earth. I mean,
yes.
It really does.
Yes.
You just feel that. And that connection with the other people.
Yes,
huge. Is so much deeper.
And one of the things that always happens in the drumming circle, right? Somebody will start a beat, and then somebody will come in. But pretty soon, you're working in this amazing synchronicity with one another. And you're kind of going in and out and listening to each other. And somebody might be able to have their rhythm a little bit on the lead, and then they'll back off, and somebody else will pick it up. It's just amazing. It is amazing. Yeah. So, and it is also, for me, it is physical. It's the idea of what that vibration is doing in your body. So you as a masseuse would appreciate.
Well, and I'm doing the tuning forks now.
Oh,
with the vibration. So it's very similar. Yeah.
There you go.
It's amazing. Yeah. I had another quick, funny, short story. So I just started using the tuning forks, and there's one specific hurts that's good for the muscles. And I was banging on it so hard it broke when I was working on someone. And she got really upset because she needed that for the rest of her. And I didn't have it for 24 hours because I ordered it on Amazon. My next client, I used it on before, and I walked in, I'm unloading the table at his house, and I told him my tuning fork was broken. And as I'm unloading, setting up, he goes, do you think we should reschedule?
Oh my!
So I have 3 tuning forks in that thing now, and I haven't been doing them very long, but that's how powerful.
Yes.
I literally, and then I had to come back a couple days later when the fork came in to get his elbow on this one spot. Because they were that powerful. So sound in the body is amazing.
Absolutely. And anybody who does sound baths, all of that absolutely knows that. And all of these things all together just are a part of our wellness, you know? However we need to be able to get there, it's kind of the integration of all these things.
And it's so fun to explore all the
different
things. And the big thing is just trusting, tuning into your body and trusting what works for you, and sometimes different things at different times.
Yes.
Just depending on what season
Exactly.
you're in.
What the different seasons are. Yeah. Sometimes we need it just through talking or being able to just kind of questing with one another. Sometimes we need it in a physical modality like massage. Sometimes we just need sound baths.
Sometimes we just need to be.
Yes. Sometimes it all does.
All the things.
Yes. All of those things. Just sit down, and I'm just going to sit here. Absolutely, it works for me.
I'm going to just watch all of that.
Yes. Yeah. Very much. I guess the last thing that I wanted to do is, so one of the things that I also just really enjoy being able to name is that I'm a mystic, and
I don't know if I knew that.
Well,
no, okay.
So if we take the woo-woo out of it,
yeah.
But again, it's the idea of trying to be able to listen in just a different paradigm, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that's going on in our nation, in the world. How do we listen to that in a different paradigm and try really hard to walk through our world with a sense of equanimity, right? And trying to be able to be with that.
That can be challenging, and when people can have guidance in that right now, I think that's really important.
I think that's true. And one of my teachers is Mirabar Starr. And one of the things that she just helps to be able to put, I think sometimes when we talk about all of these wellness modalities and things, people think, oh, well, that's way out there, It's really not.
I know, that's the thing.
It's really not.
I have studied so many religions, Eastern, Western, and there's so many threads. It's the same, much of it is, and even in Eastern religion, I mean, if you look back, it all came from somewhere, and it's different, and it's different people telling the same story in their own voice in a different way.
Yes.
And and it's what resonates with you. Yeah. And at different times, there's different things, but it is all the same thing.
It is, absolutely. Well, she talks about the idea of a living mystic from a gentleman named James Finley, who is a living mystic, absolutely. If we are absolutely grounded in the absolute love, now the word absolute is always so tricky. Better days, less better days. I mean,
well, I look at it as a home base.
Right.
I'm like,
I love that.
I have a home base. It's like, this is my home, because you can't be there all the time. But this is my home.
This is my home.
And this is where I build it. And sometimes I go and visit other places, but I make sure I don't stay too long. And then you come back to your home base.
Oh,
that's how I that's my goal.
If we are absolutely grounded in the absolute love, the love of God or divinity that protects us from nothing, even as it sustains us in all things, then we can face all things with courage and tenderness and touch the hurting places in others and in ourselves with love.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of that book too, and with that, because you have some gems in there.
Anyway, but that's the who I am. There you go.
I'm so grateful that we got together to dig in here, and I'm looking forward to digging. We're gonna go offline and dig in even more on this fun Friday, and we might be talking about all kinds of spiritual enlightening and mystical and drumming.
Or
and
just
all-
laughing together.
or
That's
laughing.
good too.
Or being. We could just
Or just
be.
being.
And there's a drum. There's
And
two
that's
drums
oh,
over there.
I love that.
Who knows what we're going to be up to? But we're going to be having so much fun, and it's beautiful
Yay.
outside.
It is.
And
it
so, where are you
Oh.
on the fun meter? And what's it going to take to bump it up? There's some great opportunities this weekend at the church. So I just want to thank you once
Oh, you're
again.
so
Oh,
welcome.
so
Thank you.
good.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Thank you. And you've got your workshop this Sunday.
Yes,
Yes,
I was.
yes.
It's been a
Uh-huh.
week.
Okay.
I have a class tomorrow at community college,
Oh,
and then I
right.
have my
Okay.
work. So I'll be like,
Okay.
what day is it? Where am I? Yes, I have my workshop on Sunday.
So the things that are happening this weekend as well. I'm doing my thing. What are you doing?
Tomorrow at the Clatsop Community College, I'm doing You Can Edit Your Story from 11, 12 to 2.
Okay.
And then the workshop is at the NCRD Geno's classes from 9 to 10, so you can go and move your body. And Gratitude and Manifestation from 10:15 to 11:30. And then Julie is doing a candle making workshop to release with candles at 2 o'clock in private residence. So if you want that one, we'll let you know.
Wow, great. Wonderful.
So
Wonderful.
Lots of fun
Yep.
things coming up, and just want to wish you a happy fun Friday. Get out there and enjoy the sun. Just when I said that,
Yes, the sun just
beaming
came.
through.
Yes,
It's like,
yes.
I'm right here. Come play. It's teasing you. Go out and get some sunshine, even if it's for 5 minutes. Just going out and getting that sun is amazing. I've already been on 2 walks today. Have a beautiful day.